lot of ladies like Josh Holloway, and I think they will enjoy seeing him weekly. I've been told his shirt will come off. That's been a question frequently. And then, you know, we have the science fiction aspect, which is really cool, and we have this graphic and the CGI aspect that's very different from, you know, anything that's really been done before when you go into his cyber render, as we call it. I mean, it's really, I'm not sure, did it have it in the clip? Do you see his cyber render, how he sort of sees things?
Yes.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's really unique and it's different, and it adds a really unique aspect to the show, I think. And so I think there's a lot of, it'll reach a lot of different audiences and offer a lot.
Before the show, I don't imagine you said cyber render before?
No, I don't believe I did.
Talk to me about some of the jargon playing a Secret Service agent and the new sort of language I guess you would have had to learn.
The jargon is really fun. I mean, it's totally its own vernacular. Like they just everything. Secret Service people talk in acronyms for everything. So you have like your ASAC, which is a special agent in charge, and that's like your boss. And it's just a whole lot of, you know, letters for things, so it can be a little confusing. Like, wait, which what? I mean, Once Upon a Time is it's so fantastical and it's so much fun, and you're running around in the woods in capes and gowns, and I mean, in my episode last year, Ginny and I were in the snow a lot, and there were just a couple of times we just looked at each other and were like, where are we? What's happening? This is insane. Like, this is so cool. So, you know, there's that aspect, but then intelligence is so fun because it's got this technology aspect to it, and you're running around shooting guns and fighting bad guys, and that's really amazing too. So I'm excited to potentially be doing both shows because I think it'll be really interesting to sort of go from like my pantsuit and my gun to my cape and wolf's teeth.
Just speaking of your pantsuit, you know, sometimes female cops tend to be a little bit dolled up for the job, running around in high heels and whatnot. Is that in store for your character, or do you get to wear flats?
I'm wearing Acme boots, actually, which is like a little bit of both. They're very comfortable and practical, but have a bit of a heel. Josh is really tall. But no, I think I'm really happy with sort of where they went with her character because, you know, I'm not wearing much makeup in it, and her hair is messy, and I think they've been very true to sort of her character as opposed to TVing her up.
Hi. Do you find working on a show like this that deals with stuff that kind of borders on science fiction but could very easily become fact in the near future, like a technological advance, do you find yourself hyper aware of when things similar to that are announced, something like a Google Glasses or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things that's really, really cool about the show is we talk about it actually in the pilot. There was a woman who was paraplegic, and she had a chip installed in her brain that allowed her to move her prosthetic limbs. You know, there's a scientist, Ray Kurzweil, and he talks a lot about how our cells are going to be fused with microchips in the near future, and meaning our cells will regenerate forever, making us potentially immortal, which is kind of crazy. And he's a very, you know, well-respected scientist. So I think that the science isn't 100 years in the future, it's maybe 10 or 20 years in the future when this will actually potentially be a possibility. And I think that's, I mean, it adds a whole other element to the show of, like, you know, maybe we're just preparing for what's to come.
How physically demanding is this role for you?
I need to get into shape.
I did that.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of running around, and Josh Holloway is really, really good at all of the tactical stuff, and so I'm upping my game to keep up with him.
Great. Thank you so much.